unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
All right, we move on to sports news. Here's Charles Aruka. Charles.
Well, thanks, Ijoma. Welcome to Sports News. Team Nigeria Relay Coordinator Maurice Green had his first training session with Nigerian athletes today ahead of the Mount Sac Relays Championship in California. The American was given a warm welcome by coaches and athletes who also commended the Athletics Federation of Nigeria for appointing him. The Relays Championship is part of the AFN build-up for the IAAF World Relays in the Bahamas next month and the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in Scotland in July. Team Nigeria will be participating in the Relays Championship with 20 athletes. Africa's track queen, Blessing Okagbare, will lead the squad that includes Gloria Asumnu, Obinna Metu, Amechi Morton, Regina George, Noah Aku and Abiola Onokoya. In club football, Nigerian international Bola Salami struck a brilliant equalizer as Warri Wolves forced embattled Nembe City to a 1-1 draw in one of the rescheduled matches of the Globe Premier League played today. Nembe City had gone ahead after Warri Wolves defender Goodluck Onomado scored an own goal before the former 3SC hitman drew level for the Seasiders. In the other game, New Boys Giwa Football Club also held former champions Dolphins to a 1-1 draw at the Liberation Stadium in Port Harcourt. Tijani Adamu pulled the Dolphins level after Charles Okoro had given Giwa the early lead in the first half. Now to the English Premier League. Everton's top 4 finish in the English League is in tatters after Crystal Palace stunned them 3-2 at Goodison Park. Goals from Jason Puncheon, Scott Dan and Cameron Jerome put an end to Everton's impressive home record. Stephen Naismith and Kevin Miralles were on the score sheet for the home side. In the second game of the night, Sunderland held Manchester City to a 2-2 draw at Etihad. Fernandinho had put the home side ahead 2 minutes into the match, but Connor Wickham scored a brace inside 10 minutes before goalkeeper Vito Manoni's howler gifted City a point. They are now 6 points adrift leaders, Liverpool, with a game in hand. In Spain, Barcelona are in danger of a trophyless season after Gareth Bale's solo brilliance gifted Real Madrid the Copa del Rey trophy. Angel Di Maria's opening goal within 10 minutes of play set the pace of the game. It was not until the 68th minute before Barcelona equalized courtesy of Marc Bartra's header. Bale provided the winner in the 85th minute to ensure that Madrid remain in the race for a treble this season.
They win the ball back quickly, and from there, they really go for the throat. They know that Barcelona are going to be weaker in defence.
Messi just peels outside the penalty area, joins Iniesta there, just for any clearance, and Bartra! Oh, yes! Marc Bartra! Oh, Bartra. Beat for pace here by Gareth Bale. It's a terrific run. Can he go all the way? Gareth Bale lights up the Copa del Rey final. A Welshman abroad celebrates.
British magic for Madrid. In tennis, Australian Open champion Stanislas Wawrinka is into the third round of the Monte Carlo Masters. The Swiss crushed Croatian Marin Cilic 6-love, 6-2 in the second round this evening. Wawrinka surged into a 6-love lead in the first set, and his big hitting was just too much for Cilic, who crumbled in the second set. The world number 3 will face 15th-seeded Spaniard Nicolas Almagro in the next round. Of the courts to the race course now, Lewis Hamilton says the Shanghai circuit suits his driving style as he attempts to catch teammate Nico Rosberg. Returning to the Chinese circuit where he took his first pole and victory in 2012, Rosberg has been runner-up in the last 2 races and leads the championship by 11 points after his season-opening success in Australia. But Hamilton is ready to do his bit to achieve his first career hat-trick come Sunday at the Shanghai circuit.
Which is just kind of slow and low grip, really difficult. So in China I've had some ups and downs, particularly my first year. I went in there with a a big lead in my championship. I've kind of lost it there in the gravel on the way into the pits. But generally, every time I go, I'm getting stronger and stronger and faster. It suits my driving style. We have so much power this year, it's trying to get that power down, so you have to short shift all the way up to 4th. Nice and late into turn 6. Just kind of carry a lot of speed at the apex. There's always good grip there. Up through the gears again. Today we're holding 5th gear through turn 7 and into 8. It's lots of downforce, lots of grip.
Well, that's where we take the checkered flag on sports news. Ijoma will be back in a moment with the rest of the news at 10.
Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
Well, over now to the foreign scene, and almost 300 people remain unaccounted for after a ferry carrying 459 people capsized and sank off South Korea. Here's Cynthia Are with more.
That's right. Emergency teams are using floodlights and flares to search the stricken vessel throughout the night. And those who've been rescued have been taken to a nearby island. 4 people are now said to have died and dozens of others have been hurt. South Korean officials had earlier said that over 360 people had been plucked to safety, but later said there had been a counting error. Then pro-Russian militants in eastern Ukraine have seized 6 Ukrainian armored vehicles. Reports from the Defense Ministry in Kiev says the occupants were disarmed after the vehicles were blockaded by locals in the city of Kramatorsk. Also today, a forensics expert has told the South African athlete's murder trial that the girlfriend of Oscar Pistorius was shot in quick succession as she fell down. This differs from a police ballistics witness who said there were short breaks between the first and second shots. The Pakistani Taliban have announced that they will not extend the ceasefire which they began in March, effectively ending their truce with the government. A Pakistani Taliban spokesman said the move was due to the government ignoring their demands, but they had remained committed to peace talks. Finally, a military official has confirmed that Chad's entire contingent of peacekeepers has withdrawn from the Central African Republic. The withdrawal followed accusations that Chad had aided Muslim rebels in CAR, a charge which it denied. And those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
Thanks a lot, Cynthia. And the main news again. The Nigerian army has said that it's rescued 121 abducted schoolgirls in Borno. The Director of Defense Information, Major General Chris Olukolade, also gave assurances that the remaining 8 girls will be rescued alive. And the President has summoned an extended Security Council meeting for tomorrow. State governors are also expected to attend. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks a lot for staying with us. Focus on Africa is up next. I'm Ijoma Bunyato. Do have a good night.